Subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button. Click the bell button and enjoy the latest uploads from our channel.
President Donald Trump started his Sunday morning with a flurry of tweets jabbing at his former personal attorney, threatening to shut down the government if Congress does not bow to his immigration demands and repeating the debunked claim that his poll numbers are higher than any other Republican president. Do you think the fake news media will ever report on this tweet from Michael? Trump wrote on Twitter, continuing the back and forth with Michael Cohen, his longtime former lawyer who has signaled that his loyalty to the president and his family is no more. Trump's blast at Cohen included a quote tweet of something his former attorney wrote in July of last year. "So proud of Donald Trump Jr. for being open, honest and transparent to the American people," Cohen wrote on Twitter on July 11, 2017, attaching a photo of Trump Jr. for good measure. "This nonsense needs to stop." Reigniting fears that the government could shut down just before the midterm elections, Trump said he would have no problem considering such a move if congressional Democrats do not support additional funding for a border wall with Mexico. "I would be willing to shut down government if the Democrats do not give us the votes for border security, which includes the wall," the president wrote on Twitter. At the time Cohen's tweet was sent, reports were just starting to break about Donald Trump Jr. and other top Trump campaign officials' attendance at a meeting at Trump Tower with Russians during June 2016. Trump's oldest son and others initially played off the encounter as a discussion of Russian adoptions, but it later came to light that the Russians had promised dirt on Hillary Clinton. On Friday, CNN cited sources claiming that Cohen knows President Trump knew about the meeting in advance, a claim he has denied. That report followed the release of audio of phone call between Cohen and Trump during the campaign in which Trump appears to discuss payment to Playboy model Karen McDougal, who has alleged having an affair with the president. The Trump campaign denied the then Republican presidential nominee had any knowledge of the payments connected to McDougal's story. Rudy Giuliani, one of Trump's current attorneys, slammed the notion that Cohen would secretly record one of his own clients. Giuliani said Saturday that Cohen and Trump's legal teams have ended their joint defense agreement to share information. Trump also claimed that he met with New York Times publisher A.G. Sulzberger. Trump said the two chatted about the vast amounts of fake news being put out by the media. "Had a very good and interesting meeting at the White House with A.G. Sulzberger, publisher of the New York Times," Trump wrote on Twitter. "Spent much time talking about the vast amounts of fake news being put out by the media and how that fake news has morphed into phrase, enemy of the people. Sad." The president did not specify when or where the meeting took place. The president continued to defend his administration's immigration policies, as the federal government struggles to fulfill a court order to reunify parents separated from their undocumented children. Tom Homan, FMRI's director: "There is nobody that has done more for border security and public safety than President Trump," Trump wrote on Twitter, quoting a TV appearance former Immigration and Customs Enforcement Director Thomas Homan made on Fox News Saturday night. "I've worked for 6 presidents, and I respect them all, but nobody has done more than this administration and President Trump. That's just a stone-cold fact." Trump, as he has before, also claimed he is the most popular commander-in-chief in the Republican Party's history, a line that stretches all the way back to Abraham Lincoln's election in 1860. Setting aside the fact that widespread public polling did not begin until the mid-1930s, Trump remains less popular among his party than a number of his recent predecessors. According to the Gallup tracking poll, as of July 1, 88% of Republicans currently have a favorable view of Trump's presidency. But as CNN reported, only Gerald Ford failed to reach an 88% approval rating within his own party by July of his first year in office. Overall, his popularity 42% in the most recent weekly poll remains well below the high point of his predecessors. Dwight D. Eisenhower peaked at 79% of all voters in 19